The St. Lucia Labour Party has condemned the presence of Regional Security Service personnel in St. Lucia. Over 10 firemen from 3 Caribbean islands are in St. Lucia assisting fire officials who have been coping with an unusual number of sick leave requests. These requests have left the fire department severely understaffed, resulting in the closure of at least 2 firehouses. Despite this, the leader of the opposition says the government has no justification for summoning the RSS.
There is no breakdown of law and order in St. Lucia. There is no threat of violence. No acts of violence have been committed. It is unfortunate that RSS personnel were brought in what is basically an industrial dispute, a dispute between the government of St. Lucia and its employees.
Dr. Kenny Anthony says there have been no acts, including vandalism, that require RSS intervention. Not so, says the tourism minister. Alan Chastanet says the RSS is providing a dual function, protecting property and St. Lucian lives.
We had 3 vehicles that were sabotaged over the weekend, and that may have come out of the fact that some of our stations were not manned properly. So I think this gives us the ability of now manning those stations. So we're protecting both the firemen themselves who are using that equipment and also making sure that the general public are also very protected.
The fire chief is also commending the work of the RSS thus far. In fact, Leslie Fontenelle says the officers will remain in St. Lucia for as long as necessary.
I want to say how thankful I am to the commissioner, who himself moved very quickly. And because of the contact he has with the RSS, they were able to move rather swiftly, less than 24 hours, to get 19 officers on the island. And that was remarkable.
Dr. Anthony says the RSS presence has the potential to place the organization into disrepute. Furthermore, he has called on the regional governments that are assisting the country to recall their troops.
It is setting a precedent whereby the RSS will become involved in civil matters in an area that was once regarded as very sacrosanct. For this reason, the St. Lucia Labour Party condemns the governments that are involved in this and unreservedly call on these governments to withdraw RSS personnel from St. Lucia immediately.
The tourism minister says the RSS are not responding to the ongoing industrial dispute between the government and public sector unions. This is because, to the best of his knowledge, fire officers are not part of that ongoing action.
They're not here to respond to a dispute. The firemen have said they're not a part of the strike. The association has said they're not part of the strike. It's an essential service, and therefore the process of them going on strike, should they choose to go on strike, is a very different one. So the government has to take them for face value. But the fact is that several of them, 64 of them, are now sick, and there clearly seems to be some kind of ailment taking place over there.
The fire chief says although a number of fire officers reported sick last week have since returned to work, his office is taking no chances and will keep the RSS station in St. Lucia for as long as necessary. He did not say what circumstances would dictate when that necessary time had elapsed. Carmi Joseph, HTS News, Channel 4.